$28 is the average income in America today in 2024. What if I told you I make over 88 times that amount? To be more specific, $2,471 per hour with dropshipping. You may be thinking there's no way in hell this guy makes over $2,000 an hour, and I actually have proof for you. On this dropshipping store, we did around $59,000 yesterday. So if you divide that number by 24, that gives us around $2,471 an hour. Now you guys might be thinking, well, isn't dropshipping dead? I thought we left that in 2017. I thought dropshipping doesn't work. And the main reason why I started this channel, why I come on here every day and educate you guys, is to show you the real way of dropshipping and how it actually does work in 2024. The type of dropshipping I do is way different than a lot of gurus out there. We have a lot of fundamental differences on the business model, and we do things quite unorthodox to the whole industry. So this video serves as a purpose to teach you exactly how we do it, how you can do it too, and just overall how I'm making over $2,000 an hour from dropshipping. What you can expect from this video is us going over the specific differences of our model of dropshipping and the model of dropshipping most people do. We'll talk about our hidden edge in the video and how we're actually able to see these crazy results, because there are specific things that we do that most other people don't even know of and most other people don't even prioritize that will allow us to scale to these high numbers. And lastly, we'll talk about the way that you want to set up your dropshipping stores to actually make a lot of money, because a lot of people try and emulate other stores out there without actually understanding the core principles to how to make money with dropshipping. And ending the video off, I'm going to give you guys a little secret, but if you want it, you have to stick to the end. Without further ado, guys, let's hop into it. So the first thing is, how is this model of dropshipping different than all the other models out there? And the main component is there is a branded element to it. We like to call it branded dropshipping. This totally gets rid of the whole general versus one product store debate, whereas you guys want to only be focusing on one product stores. The days of selling cheap products are long gone. You can't just launch a store with some fidget spinner or some random sunset lamp and expect to make a lot of money. You have to be a bit unique in your product selection and how you're actually going to find products that can make you over $2,000 an hour. Nevertheless, all these products are still going to be found on AliExpress and Alibaba. They're just a little bit different than the normal products you would see all over YouTube. This is one of the main components behind branded dropshipping. It's what we call product selection. And we want to select products that not only have these wow factors, but also solve a problem. Products that actually have what we like to call product market fit. Whereas with like a sunset lamp, it doesn't really solve a problem and it just looks cool. It's a cool gimmicky product. Whereas if you sell products like serums or red light therapy products or weight loss products that actually have some sort of problem solving factor to it, you can then compete with big companies like Amazon. Because when you take a branded approach with your e-commerce store, you have to realize that people are buying from your brand and your brand only. People are going to buy from your brand because of your brand and not your product. It's your branded experience. So if I'm selling a red light therapy product, and let's say the brand is called like Red's Red Light Therapy, and I said Red's Red Light Therapy is the best red light therapy wand on the market. We're going to help with all your wrinkles, and I'll give you the Red's Red Light Therapy promise that if you don't get your wrinkles removed within 90 days, we'll give you your money back or something like that. Now people are going to want to buy from you because you have a branded approach and a branded offer for that product. And the only way you're able to do that is if you have a product that actually solves a problem. You can't add a brand element to like a sunset lamp because there's no problem solving factor there. And that's one of the key components behind the type of drop shipping we do. Guys, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to get to $58,000 a day in sales with a normal drop shipping store. We have to do things a little bit different and prioritize different things, whereas people all over the internet are so focused on having cool products that are just they think are cool and they're gimmicky and whatnot, like sunset lamps. Whereas you guys want to focus on products that actually solve a problem and have mass market appeal, and those products need to have product market fit. This all ties back into your brand and your ads as well. When you're running a branded dropshipping store, it's really important that you guys have branding all over your ads, all over your product page, and on your product themselves. A lot of you guys might be thinking, well, if I'm dropshipping, how am I going to add the logo on the product because it's not my inventory? It's really important you guys utilize websites like canva.com or any other websites out there to edit your branding on your package. Even if you're not selling it with the branding on it, it's still advised to edit it on the product photos. People aren't going to charge back, people don't care that much, but just to have the branding on there really does give that mass branding appeal. And this all goes back to product selection as well. You guys do not want to be selling products that look like dropshipping products. That's the key thing. If you're debating whether this product is a good product product and this product is a bad product, just remember that if it looks like a dropshipping product, it most likely is not going to be a good product. For this specific store that I made over $59,000 in one day, you guys need to realize that this does not look like a dropshipping product. And I wish I could expose the product here on YouTube, but that just wouldn't be fair to the people and my team behind the product. But if you guys want more insights on the brands that I run and other brands that are crushing it in the dropshipping space, feel free to book a call with me and my team below. We can help you out. Just to recap here, you guys want to pick products that not only don't look like dropshipping products, but also have a wow factor and, more importantly, a problem-solving factor. On top of that as well, it's really, really important that you guys have branding all over your website. Like for this specific store, we had branding on our ads, we had branding on our website, and we definitely had branding on our product. Guys, you have to remove yourselves from the gimmicky model of dropshipping that you've been taught for all these years, because that just doesn't work, and a lot of you guys have a misconception on what the space actually is. Look, I get it. It's really easy to fall under the rat race of like finding that winning product and like, oh, launching those ads and making a lot of money. But you guys have to realize drop shipping is just a method of fulfillment for e-commerce. At the end of the day, you guys are just doing e-commerce. It's really important you guys follow normal business principles, and that is making sure you have good branding, making sure you have good product market fit, all the basic stuff that most drop shippers overlook. Now guys, the next huge component here, how we're able to make over $59,000 a day, over $2,000 an hour with this branded drop shipping store is and will always be content. Content is king, and content is the most important part about dropshipping in 2024. You guys who've been following me for a while, that see all my other YouTube videos, that see my Instagram and see all my other socials, you know I am a nerd for creatives. I'm always talking about creatives. I'm always talking about how important creatives are and how you can't get anywhere in the dropshipping world without good creatives. Now, to be more specific to my newcomers here, creatives are what make or break a dropshipping store. If you guys do not focus on your creatives and you do not have a good creative output, you will never see success. Now, why do I say that and why is it important? The reason I say that is because for this specific brand that I'm showing you guys in this video, we tested per day over 30 to 40 creatives a day. Now, I know that's a lot, especially for you beginners out there, but just understand creative output is a direct correlation to how much money you're going to make with e-commerce. It's one of the only solid rules of thumbs in the industry. I could say this from experience, guys. There's been times before where I'll onboard a student or we'll work with another partner store and I see they're maybe only testing 10 to 15 creatives a week, and we onboard that store and then we just bump creative output to 10 to 15 a day, and I tell you, like 9 out of 10 times they go from doing, let's say, a couple grand a day to like upwards of 20 or 30K a day in sales. Creative output is a direct correlation to success, and one of the big components behind that is because it's the agreement between you and these ad platforms. And let me explain. Look, this might get really technical for you beginners out there, but just stick with me because it will help you. When you're running ads online for your dropshipping store, you have to realize that these ad platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever you're using, they're really smart, and they understand that there are people that are willing to buy your product, and there are people out there that are willing to buy your competitors' products as well. But they have to be smart in who they choose to give these profitable customers to, who they choose to give the money to, right? Because there are people out there that maybe haven't seen your ad yet, but I guarantee you there are people that if they saw your ad, they would buy your product instantly. But Facebook and TikTok, they're not gonna show you these customers because they need to see that you're worthwhile before they do. What I mean by that is they wanna see your creative output. Think of creatives as an agreement between you and Facebook, that like you're telling Facebook, hey, here are creatives, I'm gonna give you a lot of content, I'm gonna keep putting content on your platform, I just need you to give me profitable customers in return. That's the agreement you have between you and Facebook, right? The beautiful thing about that is it's beneficial for both sides, meaning that Facebook is getting a lot of content, so people are gonna stay on the platform, and you are getting a lot of profitable customers, so you can keep making money. A lot of people don't talk about that aspect of dropshipping and that aspect of content because it's so removed from what the widespread knowledge of dropshipping is. Guys, remember, high creative output 9 out of 10 times is a direct correlation to actually making more money in your dropshipping business. Content is king. One of the biggest misconceptions in the dropshipping world is that if you have a couple ads working, you just let those ads run and you just let it run. You just don't do anything to it. You just set and forget, basically. The reason why that's a huge misconception, guys, is because that's not how you get to high numbers, right? If for us to be making $2,000 an hour, over $59,000 a day, we have to be testing so many creatives and making more of the creative that is working. That's the key, right? When we see 1 or 2 creatives doing well off the bat, we don't just stop and put our hands up. We actually use that as motivation and fuel and gas in the tank to keep going and making more creatives like that. I've seen people make millions just because they understand that one concept of just focusing on the creatives that are working and replicating and making more of that. Because the widespread knowledge of dropshipping is like, if you have some creatives working, just leave it. And then when your product dies, people just think, oh, well, that's it. You know, I just made my money, now it's time to leave. That's a huge misconception. That's not how you should be doing it. Instead, you should be making a lot of creatives over the stuff that's doing well, because your product will never die. Your creatives will just die out. And it's up to you as a business owner to just keep pushing and keep making more creatives. That's why I've always said this before, and I said this in public as well. E-commerce brand is just a content powerhouse. Now this goes for the testing phase as well, but I'm not gonna make this a super long video where we talk about the testing phase, the scaling phase and everything. This video is more to just serve a purpose on like how we're actually making so much money with e-com. Now, if you guys want more of a comprehensive guide, be sure to click up our big guide video. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen here. And as always, if you want one-on-one help with me and my team, book a call below. But let's get forward with the video. Last but not least, this is one of the most important parts in how I'm making over $2,000 an hour with branded dropshipping. And it's what I call high AOV offers. Guys, there are 3 things in this world that are gonna make you a lot of money with e-commerce. The first one is gonna be high creative output, like what we just talked about. The second one is gonna be problem-solving products, like what we just talked about. And the third one is gonna be high AOV offers. Now, first of all, what is AOV for my beginners out there? AOV stands for average order value. Your order value is gonna depict exactly how much you can spend to acquire a customer and how much you can spend on your ads in total, right? Now, why is this so important to have high AOV offers? What a high AOV offer is gonna allow you to do, it's gonna allow you to spend more per customer than your competition. Guys, you have to think about it from an advanced standpoint. This is gonna scare a lot of my beginners out there. And to be honest, guys, this is probably gonna be really boring information. However, I didn't make this channel to entertain you guys. If you guys wanna be entertained, go watch Mr. Beast. I made this channel to educate you guys. And this is the type of stuff you need to be educated on if you wanna make a lot of money with e-com. With that being said, be sure to subscribe. But moving forward, high AOV offers, and why is it that bidding and all this stuff is so important when it comes to running your e-commerce and dropshipping store? Well, you think about it like this. When you're running an ad online, right? Because it's all paid media. We're all running ads here. And if anyone's watching this and doing TikTok organic, stop right now. You're not gonna make money off of it. Save your time, save your money, more importantly, save your energy and do paid media. But moving forward, why is it important? Let's say I'm selling a product. We're both, you and me are selling the same product. Let's say we're selling this coffee mug right here, okay? We both get the coffee mug for simplicity stakes for $10, right? On my website, I listed it for $30, right? So I make $20 profit per sale, gross profit. You listed this exact coffee mug, but remember, you get it for $10 as well. You listed this coffee mug for $20. Right? So you only make $10 profit per sale. I make 20, you make 10. You might be thinking, I undercut my competition. People are gonna buy from me. People are gonna love my product because I'm the cheapest out there and I'm gonna win, blah, 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 because you undercut. And that's the normal way of thinking about business. I'm sure you guys have seen those infographics before where they have like the 2 lemonade stands right next to each other. One of them is like $5, one of them is like $4, and everyone's going to the $4 guy, and it's like competition on pricing, blah, blah, blah. And that's the normal way of doing business. Like if we had retail stores, yes, have cheaper pricing. But when it comes to running ads online, when it comes to e-commerce, if I can afford $20 per acquisition, meaning $20 per customer, and you can afford only $10 per customer, what happens when we both get a $15 CPA? For my beginners out there, CPA means cost per acquisition. So what if we both are getting a $15 CPA? We both have the same CPA, meaning that it costs you $15 to acquire a customer on Facebook ads, and it costs me $15 to acquire a customer on Facebook ads. Well, for me, I'm still making $5 profit. Remember, I have a profit of 20 minus 15, so I have $5 profit per sale. I'm chilling, I'm doing well. I can scale up my ads, I can bump my ads by 20%, I can, spend more, make more, right? You, on the other hand, you have to turn your ads off, right? Because now you're making negative $5 per customer. You're gonna have to start turning your campaigns off. You're gonna have to start scaling down. Stuff isn't gonna be looking too good. Maybe you're gonna think the product is dead. You don't know what's going on. But I, on the other hand, I'm gonna start scaling up. Now what's gonna happen is in this huge auction, because guys, remember, marketing, Facebook ads, all these ad platforms, it's just one big auction. It's one big bidding war, right? We're all bidding for the customers. Facebook is gonna start favoriting me. TikTok is gonna start favoriting me. Snapchat, Google, all these platforms are gonna start favoriting me because I'm scaling up, I'm able to push more spend on the algorithm. Alongside that, if I'm having a higher creative output than you, then I'm totally gonna wipe you out the market. And guys, it really does come down to a fundamental understanding of how this whole game works. I've always told people, compete on value, not pricing, because if you try and undercut people on price point, you'll realize sooner or later that you're not gonna be able to scale to those higher numbers. On the other hand, if you're able to compete on value, meaning you find other ways to validate the price point of your product, then you'll be able to outscale anybody out there. Look, I might be able to charge $30 for this coffee mug is because I'm giving a free ebook on how to make coffee or some shit like that, right? So that ebook doesn't cost me anything, but I'm able to inflate the price point and then outbid you on the bidding wars and make more money. Now I know, like I said earlier, guys, this might be a little too complicated for my beginners out there, but it's really, really important you guys understand this fundamental part of the business. Now, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be super honest with you. I just started my YouTube journey, and lately I've been looking at the type of people who stick throughout the end of the video. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. If you've stuck through this whole entire video and you've gotten to this point of the video without skipping through, you are the top 1%. And I'm not even lying here. Most of the people that click on my videos, they get bored, right? And I've said this before and I'm gonna say it again. I don't get on YouTube, I don't get in front of a camera to entertain you guys. I'm already a millionaire. I already live in a penthouse in Miami. I have multiple girlfriends. I drive nice cars. I do everything I want. I travel the world. I've retired my parents. I have everything I could ever want, right? So I have no reason to get up on here and just entertain you guys. I get nothing out of it, right? In fact, I actually tell people, if you wanna be entertained, go watch Mr. Beast, go watch other dropshipping YouTubers because they're trying to entertain you. I came up on here to educate you guys. I talk about stuff that might not be pretty and fun information, but I know it's the type of stuff that's gonna make you money. And with that being said, guys, my big goal behind all of this is to help you guys build your e-commerce businesses, build up your dropshipping businesses, and actually partner with you guys and invest in them myself. If you guys want help from me and my team on actually scaling and doing dropshipping the right way in 2024, do not hesitate to click the link below and book a call with me and my team. I'm here to help you guys. Like I said, I have no purpose of being on here to entertain you. I'm just here to educate you guys and make you guys as much money as possible. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.